Okay folks, I am in a 2015 Kia K900. This is one of the cars I've been waiting for Kia to bring me. When it first came out, I was amazed at what Kia was doing because I thought only Hyundai would have a real premium luxury sedan with the Equus. So I figured, okay, Hyundai's going to take all the credit and they're going to keep the Equus to themselves. Lo and behold, boom, here comes a K900. Sure, the Cadenza that I had last year was great. I loved it. But it wasn't quite as premium as I was expecting it to be. Wonderful car, but just was lacking a little bit here and there. But then when the K900 came, I'm like, oh my God, Kia is really serious right now. So when I got a hold of this car, first thing I did was tore apart all the features. I ran through everything trying to find a flaw with this car. Every single part I could touch, I touched to see if I could find scratchy plastic in a weird area and fake leather or fake stitching or anything like that. But honestly, there's nothing like that in this car. There's a little scratchy plastic here and there, but it is where scratchy plastic is supposed to be, down by your feet where you're going to kick. You don't want premium $5,000 German luxury leather slathered all over the bottom of this thing just to get mucked up by your feet. So Kia really thought it out when they developed this car. Okay, we'll put premium leather over everything you're going to touch. But anything your feet are going to hit is either going to be cloth, scratchy plastic, or carpet. Genius. Absolutely genius. I've seen some older luxury cars with leather down low, and it just eventually gets beaten up. Now, when it comes to features on this car, this thing has everything. The marquee to this car is its 17-speaker Levinson Logic 7 sound system. That is freaking insane. It bangs with the best of them, has perfect highs, doesn't wash out at max volume. The 9.2-inch display that comes with that Levinson audio system is fantastic. Doesn't wash out in heavy sunlight. The navigation system is spot on. Sirius XM picks up perfectly, except when you get some cover, like going through a tunnel or through a line of trees or something like that, which is pretty common. You get premium wood finish everywhere. Real wood, guys, not fake stuff, not fake veneers, nothing like that. Where there's not wood, you have black lacquered veneer, which is very nice, very sharp, and very luxurious. Leather topping with stitching on the dash, all kinds of nice, beautiful things inside this car that you just don't really expect out of a Kia. If I wasn't staring at this Kia emblem right here on this freaking steering wheel, I would think I was driving a Mercedes, BMW, Audi, something premium, not a Kia. When I told people I was driving a $60,000 Kia, they're like, $60,000 for a Kia? What does it have? And I took them out and showed them, and everyone was simply amazed by it. And $66,000 may sound like a whole pile of money for a Korean import, and it is. It's a lot of money. It is expensive, but you're getting $80,000 to $100,000 worth of car for your $66,000, and that includes the VIP package. It gets you the LED headlights, the TFT gauges up front. All this, the surround view monitor, which is a fantastic thing on a 200-inch long car. You push this little button down here, and suddenly I see what's all around me. I see the side of the car, both sides of the car, front and rear, the car next to me, all kinds of cool stuff. So it's very easy to park. That's one issue people have with these longer cars, is parking them. I'm used to driving small cars, so parking this boat was a bit of a bear. So I found out about the surround view monitor. And some other features you get all the nice little buttons on the steering wheel. You get premium leather seating. You get the Mercedes style seat adjustments on the side. And speaking of seating adjustments, the passenger side has 12-way adjustment. The driver's side has 16-way adjustment. And even the rear seats have, I think it's 4-way adjustment. You can go forward, backward, and recline. The only thing this thing is lacking is a shiatsu massage. I mean, really. That's all it's missing in these seats. You get a panoramic sunroof up here. One little push of a button opens up beautifully, nice and quiet, and it opens all the way. Nice and quiet operation. You can hear it, but it's not overbearing. It's just all kinds of nice stuff. I can't say enough about this car. I just can't believe it's a Kia. But we're topspeed.com, so what we care about is how fast it is. Well, this thing has the Tao V8 5.0 liter 400 420 horsepower. 420 horsepower, guys. And sorry, Christian, that's not too much power. That's just enough for this big bad sedan. It gets up to 60 in about 5.5 seconds. Handling, it's okay. It's a big, cushy sedan. It holds the corners fine. But if you're going to go fling this thing, drift it sideways down some mountain road, you might find yourself in a little bit of trouble. It has some understeer. It rolls a little bit more than your typical BMW or Mercedes. That's what really separates this thing from a BMW and a Mercedes. BMWs are the ultimate driving machine, so you're getting the big nasty sedan with a big nasty V8 that handles well. With this, you're getting a big nasty sedan with a big nasty V8 and all the features you could want, but you're going to sacrifice a little in the handling. Kia is working on that, and I think through the years we're going to see magnetic ride control. We're going to see more suspension tuning as their premium sedans get more advanced. Kia is still in its infant stages when it comes to this stuff. And picture Audi back in the 1980s. This is kind of like the phase Kia is going through. Kia is slowly morphing itself into a more premium brand, just like Hyundai is. So we're going to see these things come within a few years. Other things this car includes shades all the way around the back end. I can push a little button here, and up comes a shade in the back end. You should be able to see that in the video. There's shades on each window. The only place you don't get a shade is up front, of course, because, well, legally they can't do that. You get rear AC controls. Now, one issue I have with the rear AC is it also impacts the front AC. I'm sure there's a way to disable that, but unfortunately, somebody who had this car before me decided to steal the owner's manual. So I couldn't figure out exactly how to disable it. There is a rear seat lock, so I assume that somehow locks it out, but I haven't figured it out yet. But you just fold the rear seat controls up, and my 3-year-old can't get a hold of the controls. So problem solved right there. But if you have older kids, you slap down the center armrest, and in there are the rear seat controls. You have 4 vents in the back, 2 on each side, 1 in the center. So there's plenty of air conditioning going on back there. The rear seat legroom is flipping massive. I don't know what the exact measurements is, but I'm going to say it's at least 40 inches. So overall, $60,000, you're getting a whole hell of a lot of vehicle. Here's the caveat. It has a Kia badge. A lot of people have an issue with that. It's a $60,000 Kia. So some people aren't going to want to buy it, which is why Kia is not selling a whole bunch of them. I talked to a Kia dealer, and they said, yeah, we sold one, and we had to cut our throats to get it. They had to really discount the price and sell it basically at cost to get it sold. But they're basically marketing to someone who walked in a Mercedes and BMW and looked at a 5 or 6 Series, or looked at an E-Class or maybe even an S-Class, and just couldn't quite swing that payment, but they can afford this car. This is a nice alternative. Instead of downsizing in the BMW line, you can shift over to a Kia, and you're getting all the same premium features, the same premium engine, but you're lacking some of the handling. So overall, it's a hell of a car. It's a nice alternative to a BMW. A BMW and Mercedes buyer is not going to buy this car, but someone who's looking at a BMW or Mercedes might buy it. So if you're out shopping and you can't quite swing that payment, take a look at the Kia K900. It's a surprisingly good value. I appreciate you guys checking out my driven review, and you can read my entire textual review down below, and please leave me some comments. Let me know what you think. If you agree, disagree, let me know. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care.